Anna. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, it is a pleasure to be with you this evening. So how many of you guys have goals? Everybody here good? How many of you guys have goals that seem to be stuck on repeat, goals that come up year after year? So maybe this is the year that you're finally going to lose 10 pounds, or move up in your career, or get in or out of a relationship. But you've been saying that for the last 5 years. I have a friend that has a goal that seems to be stuck on repeat. So he's my age, and his goal is to finally get a job in the city and move out of his parents' place. But he's been saying that for the last 5 years. Every time I speak to him, he's either busy chasing women, or giving up on dating, thinking about business school, or thinking about law school, starting a new job, or quitting a new job, and all this just gives me a headache every time I speak with him. Every time I hear stories like this, I think, look, it's easy. Just think about what you want to do, make a plan, and do it. Think, plan, do. Think, plan, do. So that's what I'm going to speak to you guys about this evening. I'm going to share with you how I organize my life, and hopefully it will inspire you to organize your life and get one step closer to reaching your goals, especially those goals that seem to be stuck on repeat. So there are 3 steps involved. Think, plan, do. I'm going to speak about each one by one. So step 1 is think. My favorite book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But I've read just about every single success classic. The Secret, The Law of Attraction, The Power of Positive Thinking, The Magic of Thinking Big, The Success Principles, the Law of Attraction, the list goes on and on. I used to be really cool in my 20s. I would spend Friday nights at Barnes & Noble's reading self-help books. That's how I know about all these books. The point of the matter is that all these books, they more or less say the same thing, which is you are what you think. So whatever you want to do, you have to think about accomplishing that goal first. So what is it that you guys want to do? Have that image crystal clear in your mind. Think about it. First step is to think. Second step is to plan. I used to be a project manager at a marketing agency. This was my first job after college. And my boss was the CEO and a head sales guy. So he was responsible for selling the projects. I was responsible for executing the projects. And since he was the business owner, he wanted to make as much money as possible. So he would sell everything under the sun in order to get clients to sign on the dotted line. And then I would get these contracts from him, promising work like making a web page with hundreds of web pages, or content translated into 18 languages, or complicated e-commerce backends, or stuff that we didn't even do yet. And it was my job to figure out how to make his promises a reality. So how did I do this? I met with a client, I figured out exactly what they wanted, I scoped out the project, and then I created a list of everything needed in order to get the project from start to completion. Then I translated that list into tasks, set timelines, set budget, got resources, flowed everything into a Gantt chart. And this is a little overkill for your personal life, but I think that project management principles can be applied to your personal life to help you get organized. So for example, in project management, we have a concept of projects and tasks. In your personal life, you have goals, which are projects, and to-do lists, which are tasks. So for example, a project could be maybe you want to move up in your career. So what would your task be? Your task would be get your LinkedIn profile fixed, get your resume fixed, research networking events, go to networking events, get 5 business cards, reach out to those 5 folks afterwards, make a portfolio. The list goes on and on. So I recommend actually writing down your project and writing down all your tasks. I used to use a manila folder and pen to do this, but now I use the Reminders app on my iPhone. The point is, start with your end in mind and plan out every single step needed in order to get to that end. So plan out every step. Step 2 is to plan. Step 3, do. So now that you thought about what you want and then you made a plan, it's time to execute on your plan. And the hardest part is the start. How many of you guys run? You guys go running, jogging? So when you run, you notice that the hardest part about running is the first 20 minutes, right? But when you can run nonstop for 20 minutes, you feel like you can run for another 40 minutes. Why? Because you start building momentum, and that momentum is going to carry you to the finish line. The same goes for your personal goals. I used to hate running, and I used to be 25 pounds overweight. And every new year, I would make a resolution and make a plan for how I was going to lose 10 pounds. But I would come home at night, sink into my couch, feel lethargic, say, I'm so lazy, I don't want to go back out, it's too cold outside, or start making excuses for not going out, because the momentum wasn't built, and I just kind of sat on my couch for the rest of the night. So this year, I made a new plan. I decided to go to the gym every single day during lunch, and I executed the plan. It was really difficult at first because, honestly, I'd rather go be eating donuts at lunch than running on a treadmill. But 3 months into this plan, I'm seeing results. So my weight's going down, my body fat's percentage is going down, I have a lot more natural energy, I don't have to chug coffee in order to stay awake at 3 p.m. anymore. So all this is feeding success, and it's feeding momentum. And I speak about this not to talk about my fitness plan, but to let you guys know that the hardest part about doing anything is to start. But once you get started, and once you start seeing success, and once you start feeling the momentum, that momentum is going to be the force that's going to carry you to the finish line. So whatever it is that you guys want to do, just start, just do it. So step 3 is to do. So in summary, tonight we talked about how to organize your life. 3 steps: think, plan, do. Think about what you want, make a plan, and do it. This is what I do to help me get organized, and it's worked really well in my life, and hopefully it will help you get more organized and get one step closer to reaching your goals. And I am confident and I have faith that you guys will do it. And that concludes my talk. Think, plan, do. Thanks very much.